Hey everybody, so today Gabe and I are going to show you where all the mounting points in the dashboard are on the Mercedes 126 series dash. Now we're dealing with an early dash here. I know some of you have later dashboards with airbags, but we're going to try to talk about the early dashboard first and how to remove it without damaging it. The first question is, why would you want to remove a dashboard? Well, in case you have to change an evaporator or a heater core, you'd probably want to remove the dash. You don't need to do this to change actuators though, but in the event that you are replacing your dashboard because it's cracked, you may have a reason to remove it, among other things. Okay, so the first mounting point is actually under a dashboard colored piece of plastic here in the center, and it's going to be a 4mm Allen. And it's going to be here in the top center of the dash. Now if you move over to the other side, to the right side, Gabe, hold that end up for me please. You're going to remove the speaker grill, which you're going to have a screw here and a screw here. Literally right here on each edge, and then the speaker grill pops up. And you're going to have a little 8mm screw right here. And there will be one, of course, on the other side. You can sort of see the hole. Okay, hold it, Gabe. Then you're going to go down to the corner, and you're going to have this mounting bracket right here that holds the dashboard to the firewall. Now it's very important that you use some paint to mark the position of where this bracket was, because what you don't want to do is mount it too high or too low when you go back in to reinstall. Okay, and then ditto, of course, for the other side, although on the left side you can see that the bracket is a little bit different. Now, when you are putting the dashboard back in, of course you have this center console, and so Dave, just balance it on this side for me please. Right here where the center console is, you're going to have two mounting areas for the console right here, and those console mounting areas are going to be they're going to be hidden up in the top part of the console, but you've got to remove those to separate it from the console. And then you're going to have a screw hole here and a screw hole here that hold the middle vent pod in place. So in case some of you were wondering, you don't disconnect all the heater cables, you just remove the pod and unscrew the pod, and that makes things a little bit easier. Now, if you have to remove if you have one of those big knee impact tubes, up through the middle of the impact tube are two 10mm nuts. And these are notorious for being hard to get to. But once that's done, you've got you're going to have to pull your steering wheel, of course, and all that good stuff. Once all that's done, you can actually rotate the dashboard forward. Now, some other things you're going to have to undo. Your headlight switch right here, which is a big 24, am I through the headlight switch? 24mm nut. Hold it, Gabe. Okay. Then, of course, you're also going to have to undo, what else? Well, you're going to have some speaker plugs and everything, but you're not going to have a whole lot of electricals to unplug. On early cars, you're going to have a vent, like 81 model year cars, there'll be a vent for the temperature sensor right here in the middle of the dash that you should look at, and that's only on early 81 cars. But for the most part, once all these key mounting points that I gave you are out, it's as simple as just removing the dashboard. So anyway, hang on one second while I move this back into position. We don't want it to bend. That's the most important thing, that it does not bend. I hope this was a quick, helpful video that shows you all the mounting points in the dash. There's a live stream that may have loaded on my channel by now of us disassembling the evaporator case, which is a common problem in the 126. So hopefully that will help some of you. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Tap the bell for notifications. And don't be afraid to try to take your dashboard off and put a new one on. I'm not saying it's easy, but you can do it the first time in like 2 days. Hopefully you won't have to do it again. Thank you, and enjoy improving your Classic Mercedes.